Hey guys, welcome back to Flat Creek Outdoors. I'm Phil. Thanks for tuning into the channel. Several videos ago, I dropped an oak tree in the woods over here for firewood and I left the top. So today we're going to pull that top out. You might notice the tractor's got a new upgrade. There's a canopy on there now that I didn't have before. I shared that install video over on my other channel on Woods Tree Farm. So if you're interested in learning more about that tractor canopy, which is not unique to the Kubota, it'll work on any tractor with a ROPS. And it'll also work on zero turns with ROPS or any other vehicle that you might have with ROPS. So pretty cool canopy there, and you can go over to Woods Tree Farm and check it out. I'll leave a link to that video in this video's description. So here's my trail this way, and I thought I was going to come down here today and just back up to this. There's the stump. There's the top of the tree up there. You can just see it. It's tied up in all these holly trees, and I thought I'll just wrap a chain or wrap a strap around that, and we'll pull it out right here. Well, my plan changed. Let me show you why. I took down a bunch of trees in each of the last several videos, and there was one in particular where I was pulling a big maple tree up off of the mulch pile in our parking area. And a couple of you guys commented that I shouldn't be tying my strap or my chain to the quick hitch, which I had installed on the tractor at the time. I don't have it on here now because I was going to use the drawbar instead, and I had this big clevis right here the whole time, and I bought it for this purpose, and then just in the moment I forgot to use it. But here's the problem. This clevis that I got won't fit in my drawbar. Should have checked that before I got in the woods. So that brings us to plan B. So I think what I'm going to do instead, I'm just going to use the frame of the Grapple here, and I'll just pull with that. I don't think that top's that heavy, and I'm pretty sure this will be able to handle it. This fork frame also has a receiver hitch built into it, so I could also use that to pull with, but I think for what we need to do today, this will be just fine. Well, without any ballast on the tractor, with nothing hooked up on the rear, yes, my tires are loaded, but it still didn't have enough weight, not enough traction to pull this out, which is really surprising. I was able to move the whole tree previously using the Grapple, and then I took two big logs off of this tree, and then I left the top here on that day, but I thought the top would pull out of here no problem. But I'm gonna have to go up the top a little bit and cut it off. So this is my measuring stick. I showed this on a previous video, and I'm just going to mark off my firewood lengths on here now, and then I know every 6 lengths of this is 8 feet, and that's about as wide as I can, if I'm carrying the logs on my Grapple, that's about as wide as I can carry. And cut there, and you go back here above this crotch, cut there. And there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do one more here. So there was one branch on this side. I didn't see it, but it was tied up in those hollies, and that was making it like an anchor, and I think that's why the tractor wouldn't pull it any further. So that's where I pinched my saw. I got that branch off. Now this will pull out, though I already cut off 16 feet of it, so I'll need to retrieve the very top of it further up. Alright, so we're just downhill from the tractor. I got one other log here. That is the top of a tree that I took down last fall. So I'm going to cut a little 8-foot section off of this one, and I should be able to grab all 3 logs with the grapple and take them back up to the wood yard. Well, nothing goes exactly the way you want it to go. I mean, sometimes it does. Sometimes just poor thought and poor planning. I think there was a little bit of that today. Really slowed me down. This took forever. So that clevis didn't fit on the drawbar. Then tugging the top of the tree out, it got hung up. I'd cut the branch off, and then I only got 2 logs off of it, which is actually fine because I couldn't really take more than 2 logs anyway with that grapple. And then I went and grabbed that other piece of oak, and 3 logs on the grapple is about all I could get out of here. And then getting out of the trail, I couldn't really film it that easily, but this tractor, and I don't know if all tractors this size are the same way, even with loaded tires, it was really uneasy coming out of the trail. I had to keep that load super low and really take my time. There was one time where there's a little off camber section, and I was actually dragging the grapple on the ground because it felt so uneasy with it up off the ground. So something to really keep an eye out for if you have compact tractors and you're doing heavy lifting like this. You really want some ballast on the back, and usually I use my carry-all. It's sitting back over there. Can you see it? Yeah, that box there. Right now it's full of split wood. I need to pick it up, move it over here, unload the split wood on the stack, and then I can carry that out into the woods as well and load it up with rounds, and then I'll have plenty of ballast to do whatever I want out there. But as the tractor sits today with no ballast on the back, it was really uncomfortable in a couple spots. So wanted to share that with you. Thanks for following along today, guys. This was fun adding to the firewood inventory stack right here. I've got so much more that I've cut that I need to haul out of the woods or along my field edges, and there's just going to be a lot of firewood in the upcoming weeks. But thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this one, hit the like button. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.